ESPN didn't just let Ryan Clark go because of a budget cut. That's the corporate cover story. When Ryan told Peter Schrager on live television that that's the non-player in you and follow with "don't get mad, let me finish," he didn't just break TV etiquette. He committed the ultimate cardinal sin in modern day media. He audited the authority of a demographic that isn't built to handle public humbling. Let's dismantle what actually happened in that studio. Ryan Clark spent over a decade in the trenches of the NFL. His perspective comes from a physical sacrifice, locker room politics, and raw performance. Peter Schrager's perspective comes from spreadsheets, press releases, and corporate networking. When Schrager pushed Ryan back, Ryan did what any high level dominant man does in competition. He checked the credentials. He drew a line between experience and observation. And what was Schrager's response? He didn't counter with a better psychological or tactical argument. He treated it, he retreated into victimhood. He said, "Don't belittle me." Notice the shift when a man, particular man, lacks the internal architecture to handle a direct challenge. He reframes discipline as hostility. He reframes authority as belittlement. This is the core issue facing man today. We are living in a culture that has been grown hyper fragile. The majority of the executive class and a huge portion of the mainstream audience has been conditioned to believe any form of direct, unvarnished hierarchy is toxic. When an athlete, a masculine man, or a disciplined man speaks with absolute unyielding authority, it makes the unconditioned man feel naked. Pause. So what does that system do? Does it tell the soft man to build thicker skin and elevate his understanding? No. The corporate apparatus steps in, protects the fragile demographic, and we're going to get on that, and punishes the man who spoke the truth. They force an apology, and when the news cycle dies down, they quiet fire the threat to preserve the comfort of the weak. Let's be even more candid about the room. Ryan Clark is a black man who built his entire life on raw, undeniable physical and mental merit. Yes, mental merit. He knows what it's like to survive the cuts, the injuries, and the noise. When you place that level of hard-earned grit on a desk next to someone who has only ever analyzed the game from a press box, there's going to be friction. Ryan brought the locker room to the boardroom. But the corporate environment isn't built for the locker room. It's built for politeness, right? And white fragility. It's built for the managed perception. By dismissing Schrager's take as a non-player, Ryan exposed a fundamental truth. You cannot fake dominion or domain of authority. And because that truth offended the demographic that controls the network and fills its viewership, it was treated like an unforgivable assault. This wasn't about etiquette. It was about protecting a fragile ego structure, a certain group. But this doesn't just happen to influencers, content creators, celebrities, or athletes. This also happens to everyday men like me and you. First, recognize the environment. The world will invite your talent, but it will fear your authority. Second, master the tongue. In a fragile society, plain truth is treated like violence. You must deliver your dominance with surgical precision so they can't use your grit against you, yo. Third, build your own table. Ryan Clark isn't hurting because he has the pivot. He built his own architecture. When you depend entirely on a soft system for your daily bread, they will always attempt to humble you the moment you step out of line. Men are getting softer, and the institutions are enabling it. Stop lowering your standard to make comfortable people feel secure. Audit your environment. Build your leverage. Don't shrink to fit a room that wasn't built for your strength. And understand this, make sure you make a plan to where you put yourself in a better position. All right, I'm done. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Was Ryan out of line, or did he just expose the fragility the media couldn't handle? Audit your life, move in silence. I'll see you in the next breakdown. Stay in the loop.